So here's another review of something that I make. It's a product that's available at sonsofIvaldi.com, thesonsofIvaldi.com. Link is down below. And this is a bag that I really love these. I was looking for a way to carry things like my cell phone and wallet and stuff like that that I probably shouldn't take on the battlefield. But I was tired of having the belt pouch that I'd have to take everything out of, and maybe in the view of the public and what have you. So I decided that I would make a bag to keep it in. And so I was looking high and low for examples of satchels in the period, and as far as I can tell, none were found archaeologically, but there are a number that are in tapestries and manuscripts. Some in a little bit later period, some right around the same time. And it seemed that one of the most common that sort of popped up were just small rectangular bags. They didn't necessarily have these big great satchels like the messenger bag or something. But they did have something like this. And other ones were sort of in a trapezoid shape, which I'm probably going to make a few of those later on. But these are the ones that I started with, because I also wanted something that I could put my iPad mini in, and this is the perfect size for that, because I film with my iPad mini, so I can, I would be able to take that with me to events and possibly do some filming, hopefully covertly, or hand it to somebody who's not in garb and film that way. So that's sort of the reason why it's that size. And there's a manuscript. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I probably should have written that down and all that stuff. But there's a beggar in it who's pointing across, and he's got it hanging under his cloak. And you see this little pouch, this little bag hanging down with the two straps. And it was obviously to keep small things in. But these are really great because you can take them off and hang them up somewhere or hand them to somebody when you're going on the field, and you don't get your cell phone smashed, because that would be horrible. And a friend of mine actually took one of these to the Jorvik Festival recently, and took it on the field with him in I think it was the nighttime fight, and it survived, and it did really well. And even in the wet weather in York, it was perfectly fine. So it has a leather toggle and little loop on it. That's sort of the best guess that a number of people have been able to come up with as to how they were fashioned or closed, because it's sort of, how else are you gonna do that? That tie is too time consuming. There aren't really too many buttonholes in the period, so it's probably something like this. And there's evidence that little leather pouches and stuff had a fairly similar closure. Another piece is that the way the straps attach to the back. I think it's a pouch from York that has this sort of method of attaching the strap. So it's again sort of a best guess reconstruction of that. The straps are hand sewn from the same material as this, or contrasting. If you want a contrasting strap, that's perfectly fine. Or I can make a deal on it and sell it without the strap, and if you wanted to sew on a piece of tablet weave or something, that's perfectly fine too. There's lots of options. Just contact me and let me know, and we can work something out. So then, that's all hand sewn and hand stitched on to meet authenticity standards. And the inside of it, I decided to go with a high stitch count machine stitch for strength, so that it's strong enough to withstand some of the rigors. Because one of the worst things that can happen is you blow the seam out down here, your stuff falls out, and you don't notice. If the strap falls off, you're going to notice the bag falling to the ground, but you maybe won't notice if your keys or whatever fall out. So that's that kind of thing. And these are perfect for keeping, like I said, cell phone, wallet, keys, you name it, you can put it in there. And one thing that is perfect is that if you have any medications, like any kind of medication that you want to keep on yourself, a puffer, eye drops, Kleenexes, things like that, especially if you're around fire and you have eye conditions or lung conditions, you want to be able to keep that stuff on you. These are perfect for that. They're big enough that it sort of hides the shape of bulkier objects, and you don't have these things in public view, but they're on you at all times, just in case. So these are available at sonsofvivaldi.com. Link is down below. Thank you for watching.